Thank you guys for being my audience for this speech today. Shadowhawk, a grand place, a western town, and a tribute to old times. That was a Johnston County man's dream. We set out on this beautiful Saturday morning. Blue skies, sunshine, the prettiest day. And we started in Durham and then ended in Smithfield 3 hours later. Big western town. That's what Mama called it. That's what she read in the paper that morning anyway. She was dying to take us there. And really, I don't even know why we had a newspaper because Mama never got the newspaper. But anyway, I was 17 in 11th grade, and me and my boyfriend had been dating for about a year. And we spent the weekend with my mom. And we always were looking for something fun to do or something new and exciting to do on the weekend. And this was definitely different. So me and my boyfriend, we grew up watching westerns with our grandparents, and we just loved it. That's what we liked to watch with them, and so this was super exciting. We were like, we can't wait to go to this place. We're going to love it, right? So Saturday morning came. We got up, got breakfast, and then set out for the drive. An adventure. A 6-hour tour, more like it. We drove and drove, and did I mention we drove all that time, and Mama had an extended cab truck at the time. So the seats in the back were facing each other, and that's a recipe for car sickness if you ask me. So I didn't want to sit in the back, and neither did my boyfriend, so he sat up front with me. All of us squeezed in the front seat of that extended cab truck like sardines. But we just knew it would be so fun, and we were headed to this big western town. So after getting lost, we finally made it. Our excitement was unreal. So we pulled up, and with no real signs for parking, we just kind of parked where we saw fit. We got out and, walked up to the door, and we saw a sign that said, "Donations appreciated." So we were like, are we at the right place? Is this the big western town that Mama was talking about? Anyway, still excited, we entered. And to our surprise, there was not a soul in sight, like nobody. So we just kept walking in, and eventually we met a lady, and a very nice lady, with a cigarette in between her teeth. And I've never seen this before, so it was kind of funny to see. And this was not what we were expecting at all. Like, I don't know if any of you guys have been to Tweetsie Railroad or Ghost Town, but that's what we were expecting. Like, characters dressed up and saloon girls and horses tied to hitching posts, a full-out western town, right? Well, we saw some of that, but just not how we expected. Like I said, we were greeted by that really nice lady, and she mentioned that they had a wedding here yesterday, and my mom's a hoot, so she had to repeat it back to her, of course. So Mama was like, "Wedding yesterday?" And it was all I could do to not die laughing, but I didn't want to embarrass the lady. So how did they advertise so well to be in this paper, right? We walked around and familiarized ourselves with this big western town. All 2 acres of it. We saw the jail, the saloon, the bank, etc. We entered the saloon and were greeted by 4 men, all turned around in unison, watching a NASCAR race and drinking beer. It was the weirdest thing. So then we got creeped out and backed out slowly. And at that point, we were just like, let's go home. This is like a fluke. This has been crazy. So we packed up, got in the truck, and drove back home, laughing the whole way. We get back, and our grandparents are like, "Oh, how was the big western town?" And of course, all we could do is just sit there not laughing because it was nothing like we expected. But moral of the story is everything is not always as it seems, but have fun, laugh, and make memories. Thank you.